competition is putting a good word in for the team that they play it against, that's an encouraging sign, and that's what I hear about the Dolphins.
Well, here it is. Now we're ending off this interview. Well, I wish you best of luck for this 2014 season.
Thank you very much.
So, hi, I'm with Gokul Kamat, Vice President of the BEDCL. And so, I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions. When did this league start?
The league has been in existence for about, at least from what I know, about 35 odd years, stretching back to 1970s.
Okay.
It's been around for quite a long time, and I've been a part of it like for last about 14 years, 15 years. Yeah, about 15 years.
Alright, so how much success have you seen between those years? And how many
Phenomenal.
players?
Phenomenal. Actually, when I joined, there were about 26 clubs, 26 teams actually, divided in like 3 divisions.
Yeah.
We used to play only the 50-over format. Since then, it has just grown exponentially. We have had the 50-over format expanding to about close to 70 teams. At one point, there were like 75 teams. Now we are at about 62 teams in the 50-over format. And then we also added one more format in 2008, which was a morning format, which is a T25 we call it. So 25-hour morning starts at about 7:30, finishes at about 11:15. And that has gone through the roof. We started off with 8 teams initially in 2008.
That's right, yeah.
And right now, at this point in time, we have about 70 odd teams which are playing that format.
So you said that you have 3 divisions. So when you first started, and now how many have they converted into?
Now we have 6 divisions in the 50-over format. And morning format also in 2008 we started with 1 division of 8 teams. Now we are up to 6 divisions. So that's exponential growth.
I just want to congratulate you right now for becoming the vice president.
Thank you.
And switching over. So
Thank
when did you get elected for this position?
This term we had an election in AGM in January, and that's where I was elected as the vice president.
That's nice. So throughout your years, what were the struggles that you went through?
There have been a lot of challenges actually, starting from acquiring the facilities, which is what we all struggle for. We need a ground, and cricket is an outdoor game. We need to have big facilities. It's not like a small badminton court or volleyball court that you need to have big facilities. And the challenges there were finding the right areas.
That's
We
right.
had to go with the city, scout the grounds, come up with fields, show them that there is a facility that can be built there. And then basically that was the biggest struggle that we had to, because there was growth, people were coming in, migrating in here, they wanted to play cricket. And the problem with that is, without that kind of an influx, we need facilities. So the struggle with the cities was there constantly. Then there are times when competing leagues also are
Want to use
the facilities, they are competing priorities. So that was another issue that we had to deal with.
So from the big start, how many facilities do you have until now?
When I joined about 1998, there were I think 4 facilities, all were in the Etobicoke region. And since then we have come to also expand the cricket in Brampton, because that's where most of the population started growing up, and Brampton took off like exponentially.
Yeah.
Brampton has now currently got about 12 facilities that we take from the city, and Etobicoke has about 4 facilities, only 3 facilities that we have now from Etobicoke.
Alright, well that's great. And so how tough is the competition in this league?
The competition is good actually. The top divisions we have, like the Premier and Elite and Division 1 in 50 overs, and the Division 1, 2, 3 in the morning format.
Yeah.
Very, very competitive. You can see that there's some of the top players, because the leagues kind of share players. The neighboring leagues, the players come and participate. And BEDCL is the only league which offers to such an extent the 25-hour morning format.
Yeah.
So all that talent sort of precipitates in the morning out there, and obviously play at the higher levels. So the competition is breakneck, and it's fun to see some of the games with the top players.
That's nice. So if you're a new team and you want to register, how would you process with that?
We have a website, bedcl.net, and we can go onto the website. We have the association contacts. The executives are listed there. The contact information is there. There's email. There's also phone contacts. You can call up any of them. We have. They can explain to you exactly how the league is structured, what are the fees, how to register. Essentially, what we need is we need a letter from you stating your intent to play.
Yeah.
We need a roster, because it's important that you have the players and the
That's right, without having the team.
Without having the team, you can't step out on the field.
Yeah.
And it's sad if you don't have a team and you step out, the other team loses out on a game. So we make sure that you have a roster that you can submit. And then there is the fees that, depending upon which format you're playing, which division you're playing, the fees are applicable.
Alright, so is there any two things that you would like any club to do in this league to win moving forward?
Couple of things, yes, actually. The first thing is, first and foremost, discipline. Within the club, there has to be a lot of discipline, and the executives have to manage that and make sure that the club behaves, the team members behave on the field, respect the game, respect their opponents, respect the umpires. That's very important. Once you have that respect, you will make sure that you play the game with the right spirit.
Yeah. So how does the 2014 season differ from all the other seasons in the past?
2014 season has seen, basically we had to again put up a fight with the city for some facilities, and luckily the city heard our plea. They saw the growth that was happening, because this 1 year we had kind of massive influx of teams, not only from the neighboring league, but new teams that came in. So we were trying to accommodate, basically
try to fit them all in, basically.
Yeah, try to see how best we can format the league, how best we can give them the optimum number of games. So that way it is different, because there was a lot of juggling we had to do, not only in the facilities side, but also making sure that the teams get their spot in the league. They get to play cricket, basically. So it was a challenge, and we managed it pretty well.
That's very nice, yeah. So what do you think about the Mississauga Dolphins and their club?
Mississauga Dolphins has been playing this league for like about 2 years now. This is probably the third year. And one of the things that I've seen about them is they are a disciplined bunch. And the things that I mentioned to you about executives and management being strong, I've seen that is what is a differing factor for most of the clubs.
Yeah.
Where you see some clubs, they have kind of laxity
ups and downs between
in disciplines and things like that. But some clubs are so very well run; they're like well-oiled machine, and those teams tend to have fun while playing game as well.
That's right.
So Mississauga Dolphins is one of the teams that, one, we have never heard any complaints from. We always find that they're very adjustable, they're very cooperative, and they have fun, and they have won the championship last year. So I hear that as well. So I guess playing well and playing hard and playing with fun in mind is always good.
That's right. When did you first hear about the Mississauga Dolphins?
Mississauga Dolphins, I first heard when they were playing. I think they were playing one of the neighboring leagues, and that's where I heard about them. Then they came over to play in BDCL, and I'm sure they would have seen the difference in competition and the level of competitiveness shown in BDCL, and they have managed to top that. So, have been a serious success.
So, do you have any questions for me that I would like to answer?
In fact, through this whole session, I would say that anybody who tends to watch the sessions, I think there is a lot of cricket to be played, a lot of facilities, a lot of opportunities for new cricketers. Reach out, play the game, we all love it. So, and Dolphins is one of the teams that I've seen that has propagated through this media. And I hope they achieve their intent in this whole session. So all the best to Dolphins, and have a good 2014.
All right, well, thank you very much. I'm here with Gokul Kamat, Vice President of PEDCL, and my name is Jose Bishara. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're 1,000 miles from comfort. We have traveled land and sea, but as long as you are with me, there's no place I'd rather be.